Okay, welcome to another episode of What Was Said podcast. I have today myself here, Vontae, Big Mouth said too much, or either What Was Said. Everybody, when y'all see this video, you can like, share, subscribe, repost, do whatever you got to do to keep me going. And I have my guest here. You can go ahead and say your name, your social media, where everybody can find you at.
I go by itsjusgetright, itsjusgetright. That's my social media everywhere.
Okay, that's where everybody can find you at. Everybody follow him, like him, find him on his social media. I'm gonna tag him in it so therefore he can, everybody can find him. And I always start my podcast off with a random question. Like I did this on my last one, but now that I got a guest up here, I can ask them too. So, if you could create your own constitution, what would it be like?
Well, it would. I feel like United States has a good constitution with all the freedoms in it, but I think I would take out the fact that they get the free labor from people incarcerated. I understand, you know what I'm saying, that some of those people that are incarcerated, they done some terrible things, but not all of them are going to be locked up for life. So give them that opportunity to really get back to the free world and put some money in their pocket. Because at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
especially people that's incarcerated, that money is going to get right back into the system. You got to understand. So like by giving them pennies, like they putting their pennies back into the system. But if you give them a better amount of money, even minimum wage, even though it could be cost effective, maybe it might stop the prison system from making so much money. I feel like you need to give them that opportunity to make more money because at the end of the day, if you really a true finance guru, you understand that people are going to be consumers. They're going to put that money back into the money circulation. So I would take that law out. But I do like the United States Constitution. It gives a lot of freedoms: freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Um, we're in a free enterprise, so anybody can be an entrepreneur. That's typically why all these
Mm-hmm.
foreign people come over here to be entrepreneurs. So I would mirror it like the United States, but I would take out the fact that they get free labor off of the prison community.
Shoot, I will make sure that everybody will be equal, like real life equal when it comes to money. There will be no way, shape, or form it will be a such thing as poor. Because everybody be eating. Because I got to make sure if everybody is getting money, the world is happier.
I
Like,
know, right?
who am I to sit here and make you work 10 times hard just to get to the status of the next person? No, I want you to get that same amount of money. You just got to put in some work and you're going to get it. And I'll make sure one thing for sure, that rent situation of rent increasing every year, that got to go. That'll be the first thing on the chopping block. Go. Because why is rent increasing every year? Like, that always puzzled me. Like, my house ain't, when my apartment ain't getting no bigger, you ain't adding no extra amenities. The refrigerator ain't changing. The stove ain't changing. I ain't getting no extra footage. What's the washer and dryer if you don't have it? Like, it gotta make sense. Like, the money gotta match what I'm paying. Like, if I'm paying extra, I gotta get extra. But
I
I'll
know
make
that's
sure
right.
that will be on the chopping block.
That's a good idea.
So the next topic is I do a mental health check on all my guests and myself. So I always say that for me, one is good, five is crash out status, and for me, I'm always at a three. So how about yourself?
I say I'm at three. I'm pretty good mentally, but you know what I'm saying? Do I ever be sad? Do I ever been in depression? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Do I still need that mental health support? Yes, I do. So I'm gonna say I'm a three as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause I feel like in this time, I can say you have to be a three because I feel like everybody has their own. If the people have their own drug of choice, I don't judge. But in my eyes, I feel like if the world was more open to God's grass, which is weed, because that's what I call it. Because I don't understand how people say it's the devil's lettuce when I'm like, you never done anything negative on weed. Like tell me a scenario of a real situation with facts, like that somebody literally overdosed on weed. If somebody did anything negative on weed, I would literally shut up. But nothing has happened. Because I feel like if you smoke weed, you're not going to do anything negative. Like Jeffrey Dahmer, even though this getting off the topic, but he probably, if he would have smoked weed, I don't think he would have ate those people. I think he probably would have smoked it and would have said, nah, I ain't got the munchies for that right now. I got the munchies for real food. Like, I ain't got time. That's too much work. Because I got to go find a person, go do what I got to do, come up with a plot and a story just to kill him and do this. And he going to hit that blunt and not even do it. So, I honestly believe smoking weed gives you a better outlook on what you should and shouldn't do. You actually have a real intellectual conversation with yourself. So, we need it. It's a must.
That's what's up. I feel that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I ain't heard nothing crazy neither. So
Yeah, because you think about it, you heard people on high off of heroin, crack, cocaine, and all these other drugs. You heard people doing bad stuff about that. They even giving us liquor, but they tell us don't drink and drive, but you still promote it. You still giving us, pushing liquor out here. If liquor was so bad and liquor don't supposed to be out here, why are we still selling it?
right.
And then y'all give us AAA meetings to stop us from drinking, but you still have a liquor store. So you say, hey, we're going to give you the cause and the effect at the same time. So you pick your poison.
Yeah. It, yeah, it's like
Even down with that.
I feel like they do crazy stuff like that because they want to control the environment. It's also a business, so people got to make their money, but they want to control the environment. Like what I'm saying. Like for example, and this is just something different. Like with COVID, like they brought that up out of nowhere, and it shut us down for a while. But it's like, where was COVID in the last 100 years? You know what I'm saying? The last thing we had something close to it was
Mm-hmm.
1912, the Spanish flu. So it was like, where was that in the last 100 years? We know we had like Ebola and all this stuff, but all that stuff ain't closed the world or the country. You know what I'm saying? So it got me thinking, you know what I'm saying? They just want to get rid of a couple people. So they was like, let's get this COVID
Yeah,
thing.
I believe it was population control
Yeah, for sure, man.
because
Like,
to it took so long for them to actually do something. Because I'm like, if it was something so serious, why so many people had to die so late? You could have saved a few by doing something in the beginning. Like, I got my own theories about that. Like, I surely was watching. I can't say I hated COVID because it happened. I have a bittersweet moment about it because it happened on my birthday. And my birthday is April 3rd, so COVID happened at the end of March, early April. So I was in the beginning stage of the transition of everybody panicking a little bit of not knowing what to do. So I'm bullying my friends on coming to my birthday party because I brought all this liquor. I done spent all this money on all this liquor, throw this party. COVID brought this ugly ass on through my party. And I'm like, yo, why did COVID have to happen? I'm telling my friends, y'all better come to my party. I bought all this liquor, knowing we got COVID right here, breathing down our neck, telling us we should social distance. And I'm still bullying people, saying we ain't gonna catch it. I'm gonna clean up. We're gonna do this. Like, and did nothing. We stayed away from doing it. We passed the mic around, passed the blunt around. Like, yo, we all could have caught COVID, all because I
hmm
bullied my friends on coming to my birthday party because I didn't want to waste no money. But now having COVID and knowing how bad it was, I regret telling them that. I really do. Like, I really sincerely, they watch this podcast, I sincerely apologize. Because that was mad aggressive. That was aggressive and selfish. Because everybody that was at that party caught COVID on their own time, not from the party, but through their own timelines of what happened. But I'm just like, at least they can say they didn't catch COVID from my party. At least I did, bring fun, even though we ain't supposed to do that. But I can't say that was selfish.
yeah,
Now
that
I'm gonna
was.
start. My next topic is a little bit about you, since my viewers don't know you yet. So what was your reason on getting on social media? Like, because I know everybody got their own reasons.
Well, I kind of revamped my social media in the last 4 or 5 months. But when I was a kid, like off originally, like when you're a kid, you just get on there because it's cool. And then like what I'm saying, I like women, I like beautiful women. So I used to just look at the girls, what I'm saying, and all that. But as an older man, I'm 27. That was when I was like in high school and younger. As an older man, I get on there for branding, personal branding purposes. So it's business. So I don't sit on social media and watch videos all day. If I see things, it's on the explore page, but it's briefly. I get on social media to watch analytics, to create content, to post videos, to go live. I get on there to interact with the people because I want to be somewhat of like a streamer, like these big time streamers and like people that go live. That's what I want to do. So I see it as business. I see it as a way to make another stream of income. Like I'm a regular person. I got a job like everybody else. I work at Chipotle and stuff like that, and I'm a personal trainer. It's my side hustle and stuff like that. But I get on social media to really try to make another stream of income. But you get to interact with new people and meet new people and make friends. Maybe you find a boo or something, and that's just the plus of it. But I see it as another entrepreneurial route. I see it as another side hustle. As an older man, and like one thing that I break down to people on my social media, even though that some of them are viewers and supporters, is levels to it. So you're either going to be a viewer, you're going to be a follower, you're going to be a fan, or you're going to be a super fan. And I use those based off of TikTok. So you got the viewers, then you got the followers, then you got the fans, and then you got the super fans. And like on my level, I'm a creator, so I study other people. I'm not I'm probably a fan of some, maybe super fan of none, maybe super fan of one person or whatever, but I only view things that can help build my brand better. And on a TikTok strategy, you wanna build super fans. You wanna turn people into super fans because like for a great example is like let's say me and you go to the Chris Brown concert. The Chris Brown concert is $1,000. I'm the fan. You my homie. So I'm like, let's go to the Chris Brown concert, bro. Like it's breezy. You're like, all right, well, I don't got nothing to do this weekend, so I guess I'll ride with you, my boy. Chris Brown just got $2,000 out of us. And then let's say I want to take a picture with him. He charging $500 a picture. Now he might not get your 500, but he definitely got mine. So now Chris Brown got $2,500 out of us because I'm a super fan, and that's what super fans tend to do. They tend to bring a fan or two with them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really where I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? I'm never saying I'll be Chris Brown, but if I could just be a fraction of him, that could change the financial directory of my family. Coming from Norfolk, Virginia, with not much money,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We from the mud, so it could change the trajectory of my family life. And in the next 5 to 10 years, from staying consistent, you know what I'm saying, I could be a big time influencer, potentially millionaire, or making six figures from social media, not having to leave my house because I have access to my phone and I could just make videos and go live from my phone. So that's really why I love social media. And I chose it because it's another little hustle I can get into.
I feel you on that because I can't say it is pros and cons to this goddamn on social media crap. Like I can say it will wear you out because I done had some moments where I done had to cuss people out on like, but not lately because I haven't said anything to cause that. Even though I'm always ready, even though I don't have to get ready. But it's just the fact that I feel like, hey, everybody got opinions. You gonna say you gonna believe what I'm gonna believe, but just keep your belief over there. Don't come to my page with it. Leave it over there because I don't got time to go back and forth with you when I know you ain't gonna approach me. You is not. You is not gonna come toe to toe to me. You gonna stand right behind that camera or that keyboard or wherever, and you gonna be you. So until you come to me, I ain't gonna let what you say bother me because I can't say I got on these one day when I was on Twitter. This was before Twitter was X, and I can't. I said something about Beyonce. I said I will illegally download Beyonce music. I shouldn't have said that because this was during the age of, now I'm showing my age when, it was the time where we was using MP3 players and transitioning to music on cell phones. So I said that. And it was like they called me broke, they called me a bitch, this and that. I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, I will legally download. I mean, I could have purchased her album. I just would have to get a job. I mean, I was young. But I'm just like, I mean, I know how to illegally download. I just had to type in the song dot mp3, download it. Everybody was downloading illegal music back then. Like, come on. I ain't gonna say canceled, but they went down my throat for that. And I'm just like, well, dang, y'all sensitive. I know ain't no Beyonce ain't the only person y'all legally download. Everybody illegally downloaded music for a long time until we got Apple Music.
Mm-hmm. Spotify.
So I never understood it. I made sure. I mean, I had to do what I had to do. They were basically charging $1 per song back then. Like, who would pay that? If I had to pay $1 per song, I wouldn't have none.
For
My
real.
playlist would be empty. I would stick to buying CDs.
Have one song on repeat forever.
Who you telling? Just like the little iPod shuffle. I had that. Even though this going off topic, but I had that, and I can say I was mad that I had it because it only it only was like a few songs that could be added up there, and I'm just like, okay, this is just like a mini CD player. But I can't say I love how we got music on our phones. Like that came in handy. Once I found out that we had that, I was fine. I'm like, okay, I don't gotta worry about carrying around two things, an MP3 player and a cell phone. So I can't say thank technology for that advancement. Now with Lord, I can even say with content creation, have you ran into any cons?
Yeah. Um, I feel like the cons is like being disciplined to make the time to make the content, being disciplined to edit the content, being disciplined to see the analytics of the content, to see if what's good here and what's not good here, what do the people want to see? Because we sometimes we try to get into content creation doing what we want to do, but they see something else. So let's say, for example, because I do fitness, I'm a trainer, but I'm gonna use an example for a woman. Let's say a woman, her aspiration is to be a chef. Let's say she has kids, she already be cooking for her kids love her food, and she's like, you know what, I want to get into social media for cooking. All right, so boom. Let's say her son's a little older. He's like, Mom, I'm gonna hold the camera for you. So he holds the camera. She in the kitchen cooking. Everything looks nice, and then boom, the viewers start going up. She's like, all right, but y'all ain't even see what I was cooking. But the viewers know what they want to see. Let's say mama got that thing on her. Mama got a booty or something. They like we cool with the cooking, but and that you know what I'm saying. And that's the con. It's like you get into social media with this expectation, and you don't choose your fans. You think as a let's say as a single mother or whatever cooking, she thinks that she's gonna inspire other young women or other single mothers, but she got 10,000 followers and 8,000 of them dudes just trying to see what her booty talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that's a con because it's like that was never your expectation. But because of how the money rolls, when the money start falling, it's like you start to settle. You're like, all right, well, I guess I got to make sure this booty looking good when I'm making these green beans. Even though I ain't really making nothing, green beans, you know what I'm saying? But I got to make sure this booty
That's
looking good.
crazy
So you
how the plot switches.
it switches. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, I get on social media like I'm gonna be a trainer, I'm gonna be a fitness influencer, and then I get on there and everybody's like, "Well, don't put your shirt back on." I'm like,
Yeah,
"All right." You know what I'm saying? Like I understand like my body's my business. But it's like I gotta put some clothes on
it's got to be
eventually.
boundaries.
It gotta be boundaries, you know what I'm saying? That's the con, and you just start to it can like it can mess your mental because you're like, man, I got on social media with the intent to do this, But now the people that seeing me, they want to see that. They want to see this. You know what I'm saying? They want to see more. You're like, that was never my intent. That was never my intent. So that's the cons of social media, man. And then, like you said, the people that's negative, giving the negative feedback and being haters, like you got to know how to deal with them. And everybody doesn't have that mental muscle. If somebody get on a social media, start tripping, like I heard a lady, my mom was telling me it was a lady on Facebook. Somebody made one bad comment. That lady went and found that person. People crazy. So you know what I'm saying?
And
That's a
see, I don't
con.
got time to do stuff like that.
Me
Like,
me
it take too much
neither.
time out your day to go search and find. But you could be creating your own content, not worried about them.
I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm in the business to work for me. I ain't got time to deter myself away from what I'm doing because that's all that's distraction, deflection. That's the devil being busy. And I ain't got time for it. Nope.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Cons. Those are cons, man. Those are cons.
So I did hear you say you onto fitness. So what got you into it?
For the past 6 years, I just wanted to change how I look. I already had a decent physique. I played sports my whole life, but I just wanted to change how I look. So I started to work out consistently, like November 2020, coming out like really in COVID time, and I started November 2020. I had me a coach. He had me. He was pushing me. We was working out a lot. We started doing 2 days at one point, and I just fell in love with exercise. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I wanna change myself. I wanna be like Gucci Man when he came out of prison. You know, when Gucci Man went in, he had a gut. When he came out, he had a flat stomach, and it was just like a whole change. They was calling him a clone. So like in this past 5 years,
I was
I've been
about to
able to
say that.
I'm saying in this past 5 years, I've been able to change how I look. It changed how I feel. And like now, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember looking in the mirror trying to be cute, but I had a little stomach and skinny arms. Now I look in the mirror and I be like, dang, do I really got all these muscles like that for real? Like, but it's from the work I put in, from consistently working out and building a habit of making sure that I take care of myself. So now it's like when I get to a day, I'm like, man, I gotta make sure I exercise. I gotta make sure I don't eat too much. I gotta make sure I drink water, like the simple things, because it all matters. So
So how you feel about dudes that literally go to the surgeon and take the easy way out, looking like they got those biscuits on their stomach, like rows for abs? Because to me, I don't work out. I wish I used to, but I fell off and I need to go back. But I would never ever take the lazy way out and go to the surgeon to get abs because I just feel like it looked like those Hawaiian rolls full abs. Because I'm just like, how can you have abs with a big stomach? It don't make sense. It's like an oxymoron. Like it really don't go together. It's like a hyperbole too, because you can't have a big stomach and abs. Like you want to eat like you are fat, but you don't. But you have a different mentality. Like it's like your mind and your body, all of that got to be unison. If you're gonna work out, all of that got to go together. And I feel like the only way I will go to the surgeon unless I did the workout and it didn't work. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. Since the weight ain't coming off me, I did the work. I actually put myself on a goal and say I'm gonna do this for 3 months. If those 3 months I ain't losing a pound, then I go. I gotta at least show some effort. It's like you say, some discipline because you can't just go to the surgeon immediately just because some pounds won't fall off in a certain time frame. You didn't put forth the effort and go forth and try at least. I feel like at least try, then go to the doctor. Like at least have some steps in place.
yeah. I mean, all I can say is what you don't work for, you won't really appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Unless you was taught
True.
like that as a kid. So when you don't work for it, you don't typically appreciate it. So like if you do gain that weight back or whatever, like you just gonna look at yourself like, damn, I wasted my money. And it's hard to me the person that hasn't wasted the money on something. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say that like I don't want to hate on them because they want to make that tough decision because it's typically a mental health thing, and that's what they should have invested in. But you know what I'm saying? If you do choose to do something like that, just please, 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 you know what I'm saying? Please, please make sure you create the habit of exercise or eating healthy because you'll be wasting your money. I honestly won't agree with it. I'd rather you get in the gym because like when it comes to exercise, you don't have to be like me. I get in there, pump some iron or whatever. You can walk. You could run. You know what I'm saying? You could treadmill it up, bike it up. You could do calisthenics. You could stretch. You could yoga. You could dance. I feel like those people haven't outlasted all their options to get in shape. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of women that walk the weight off after a pregnancy, that dance the weight off, you know what I'm saying? And men could do something similar. They could play basketball, they could play 7-on-7 football. It's plenty of sports. They could play tennis, whatever you enjoy. If you don't play any sports, then you can walk. You can never go wrong with walking. You walk that whole hot summer. You walk every day that hot summer. I promise you, going in the winter, you're gonna have some pounds off of you. You know what I'm saying? And if you just take that
Oh,
walk every,
I can agree.
yeah, man. I'm from Virginia, so it get
And
hot.
I
But
was
if you
being
in a,
lazy because
yeah,
I was
it's
being lazy and I was like, let me go ahead and go for a walk because I don't feel like doing no exercising. So I had to go because me and my friends was going to water country. And I'm already skinny. So I can't be skinny with a stomach. So my goal was since I work from home and I have a part-time job also, I got 30 minutes. I'm going for a walk with this dog every day for 30 minutes in the summer. And I kept going and going and going. And I was losing weight because I'm like, okay, I kept it consistent. And I saw that I was losing weight. I was making sure, like, I'm not going to this water country with no gut. Like, no, not happening. I can't look like I drink beer. No. Mm-mm. But I know I can say shout out to my friend. She is on her workout journey and she looks good. Like I can say that, and I see the results, and I can say I see the how it treats the body and the mind, and I can say like it does the body good because when I used to do it, I can say that stress that I had going in went out when I left. I came home with a whole better attitude.
yeah, that's good. It's good, man. See, it works. Just
Do you
gotta make it
have
work.
any Do you have any fitness playlists that you play? Like, is there a specific song you listen to, a specific playlist you play?
It just depends on what I'm doing. Like when I'm on the bike, when I'm doing cardio, I can listen to R&B because I'll be relaxed. If I'm stretching, I listen to R&B. But when I'm working out, lifting weights, I do listen to hip hop. I'm hip hop. I'm hip hop all the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm no cap. Migos. Wale, J Cole. I give a little everybody a little something. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm relaxing
I'm
and
glad.
yeah, when I'm relaxing and stretching and cardio, then I can listen to some, you know what I'm saying, some Jacquees, some Ella May, some Kaylani, some Summer Walker, SZA. Like I be some Tims. I be chilling, man. I go off my mood. I feel like cardio is a
Okay, so do you listen to 90s also?
yeah, yeah. I got some old school. I like listening to like Anthony Hamilton and um
Okay.
Kelly Price. Um
I'm about to say, oh, hope y'all gonna hear some people, even though you name people I know. But
yeah,
I
yeah.
hope I'm gonna hear some others too.
Yeah, so I listen to a little bit of everything. I love R&B, so I'm always R&B down to the socks. So
And then I also saw that you do a little, is it calligraphy, right?
yeah, I do calligraphy. I
And
do
what got
that.
you into that? Because, when I get my guests up here, I got to do a little research to know what, know a little bit about you.
All right, so my whole family and my mom's household knows how to draw. My mom, my older brother, and my younger brother. I'm the only one that don't know how to draw. So I met this Micronesian guy in the military. And I said, "Man, you can draw really good. Like, teach me how to draw. I don't know how to draw." So first thing he taught me how to draw was a skull. I learned how to draw that, and I was like, I need to do something better. He's like, look, if you really want to learn how to draw, work on your handwriting. So I was like, all right. So he was like, look,
I
learn
just
cursive, learn cursive over again, and then I'm gonna give you this calligraphy book. So I was like, all right, I know a cursive, and then he gave me this calligraphy book, and I just started practicing out of that. And I had a journal I was writing in for a couple of years, and I would just practice writing in my journal, like my Bible verse of the day, my affirmations, what happened that day, all in calligraphy. And then I started writing all my poetry in calligraphy, some of my books. And then it just became a regular thing for me. And it became much of an art. So now I do it on a I do it on a regular basis. And people be like, that's how you write? Like, you write better than me. You write better than some girls. I'm like, all it is practice. It's just practice. That's all it is. So
it does. Cause I can't say I saw it. I was like, yo, I was amazed. I was like, okay. I was amazed. I was like, dang, my penmanship is good in print, but in cursive, trash. I can't say the school system didn't push it as hard as they should, which I should have continued on my own as an adult because all I know is the letters to spell my name. That's it. Any other letters, I tried sometimes, like here and there, I try myself, like seeing if I can write certain letters, and I just keep trying it when I'm bored. But I can say, I don't understand why we still have a signature box if they're not teaching cursive in school anymore. So how these kids even know how to sign the name that they never was taught?
yeah, you're right. They're gonna start paying somebody to do it, or they're
That's
gonna
what.
get a robot to do it, or something.
Which I hate. That's gonna be the next topic later on. We're gonna talk about that later, but I just don't understand it. But also, have you ever had like a bad moment when it came to the calligraphy, like writing poems for people? Like, have somebody told you like, "Oh, can you write somebody this?" But it was something bad.
No, I haven't had any of those bad moments. I will say that in the beginning stages of practicing, like my mom is a perfectionist, so some of that falls on me. So it's like I remember my teacher. Of course, your teacher is always the best. And he was writing. I'm like, dang man, this dude is a beast. And I'm writing. I'm like, this is trash. You know what I'm saying? So now nobody's ever got me to write anything crazy. People have given me that free will to just write from the heart, but I am ready for the challenge to have that. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to ask me to do something crazy, I'm always prepared. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. So I try to stay ready for like
Mm-hmm.
opportunities like that. But so far, it's been all good vibes. So
But have anybody came at you in your fitness, like? Cause I know the women, like how they just join just because for their own personal gain.
I honestly think so far, I think yes. To be honest with you, I don't think I don't. I think I've had one client that hasn't looked at me in that way. But then again, you don't know because I meet some people in person and they be like, yeah, I need a trainer or whatever, and then they go look at your social media, like, because when they see you in person, you got clothes on, you know what I'm saying, you're looking like whatever you're looking like, but then they go through the social media and they like, oh snap, he over here doing push-ups with no shirt on, he got all these muscles. Oh man, I think I do need a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. Some people are gonna flat out and just let you know. Some people are gonna flat out and let you know. Some people, like, I think I got one client, and like she don't want to she don't want to like start none of the interesting conversations. She wants you to say something and then she add to it. And like I would say some things and I wouldn't mean nothing by it, and she would just add to it like, yeah, I would like for you to do that, or ooh, I like that. And I'd be like, what? I was like, you're a trainer, right? Like, what did you want? But yeah, unfortunately, that's the
Like, would
con.
you ever?
Would I ever go that? Would I
Like,
ever?
if it was the right person, would you mix business with pleasure?
That's a tough question, man. Like, That's a tough question. I mean, I pride myself on not, but if it got to that point, the right woman, I'm single, maybe so, but not for sure. Maybe so, but not for sure. I would have to, because as a trainer, like it's more than training. Like it's personal training. I know some people they do it and they do it as a job. I don't do it as a job. I do it as a passion. So when I'm training people, it's more than just getting them in the gym, stretching them and working out. It's like, how's your family doing? How are you doing? Because if I ask how your eating is, your eating is going to tell me how your family's doing sometimes. Because it's like, if you're eating bad, that means you're just feeding your kids something quick. You're not cooking. You're not, what I'm saying? If you're feeding your kids something quick, is can that be taken away from family time? Yes, because we all know that those Thanksgiving meals, those home cooked meals, are added to family time. That's money being put in your emotional bank account. That's your kids remembering. Like, I remember my mama cooked me something to eat when we sat at the dinner table. You know what I'm saying? I know some kids that grew up like, man, we don't. My parents don't know how to cook. I got to go fend for myself. At a young age, they parents, my parents' age, but they parents ain't provide for them. They just making sure they got somewhere to stay. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'm happy my mom gave me. My mom's a chef, so I was blessed that she cooked, you know what I'm saying? And we got to sit down at dinner table and talk. Even if I didn't talk and wasn't fluent in my communication with my mom, I had the opportunity to. And I feel like that's important. So,
Definitely is, because I can say I do remember having those moments with my mama, and I'm just like,
right.
I miss sitting at the dinner table having conversations like this, eating and going straight to the TV, and it like the actual communication, having conversation, those build memories. Like that actually, I feel like it still connects you as a family, because it still lets you know what everybody got going on. Like even if we don't talk on an everyday basis, at least we still got a moment to have conversation to know what everybody got going on.
Oh,
But I can say I do agree with you with business with pleasure, because I know I want business with pleasure with my podcast. Like nah, because we got to sign some NDAs. I got to make sure everything is right, cause people talk too much. I ain't got
mm-hmm.
time for you to say to try to sue me or do anything, because once this podcast take off, I don't want you to come back years later and say, "Oh, remember when this happened?" And I'm like, "Hold on, what you talking about?" You
Mm-hmm.
always remembering when a person get rich. You don't
Mm-hmm.
start remembering when a person start to get money.
Yeah, people just be
You're
waiting.
not gonna
People be
bring up any
waiting.
allegations.
People be waiting.
Yes. I'm like, why you ain't bring that situation up when I was broke? Bring it up when I'm broke. Don't bring it up when I got money and I'm sitting pretty over here. And now you see you could get a piece of the pie. If you want to get a piece of the pie, just come and work for me. That's easy. Ask me, are you accepting applications? Can I do something? That's it. I can find a way to get you some money. You just got to ask. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna sit here and deny you a job if you want to work for it. But if you want to come at me another type way, nah. That's when lawyers got to get involved, and they ain't
That's
got
right.
time for it. Nope. I'm gonna make you sign an NDA real quick. Sign this on the dotted line so to make sure if anything happens and transpires, you can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. It's like it never happened. There you go. You ain't gonna sue me. I learned by other people watching this Diddy stuff, Tyler Perry and everybody else, all of this stuff going on. I'm watching and I'm just like, oh, I see. They ain't make people sign stuff. Y'all got too big headed. Y'all want to think. I can't think with a man downstairs. I got to think with this up here.
I know that's right.
Also, let's switch the topic. How did you like the Super Bowl? Because I can say Bad Bunny, he did his little thing on the Super Bowl. I really did enjoy it. Even though I ain't understand a word that he said, but
Yeah,
I still enjoyed and paid attention.
I think people of color that don't speak Spanish don't appreciate it as much, but the people that do speak Spanish, I think they're gonna love the fact that they had Bad Bunny. I knew for a fact the Seahawks was gonna win. They was just a better team, and then if you go through the quarterback battle, Sam Darnold's been in the league for a while, but he also has a lot of weapons. Drake May, he has a good team, but he's just a 2-year quarterback. You know what I'm saying? There's not many young quarterbacks winning championships like that. I don't think ever. If it has, it's probably one recorded from years back. So he just had the odds stacked against him. He got a hurt shoulder. He's doing the best he can. If the thing he can do is be proud that he went to the Super Bowl in his second year, which most quarterbacks can't do that. Just like Jaden Daniels for the Washington Commanders, he went to the NFC Championship his first year, and all they could do is remember that and be proud. But I knew the Seahawks is going to win. The Patriots are not the Patriots we know. They're not the Tom Brady Patriots, man. They're not the Bill Belichick Patriots. Not saying that they suck because they made it, but they're just not that team. So it's highly expected of everything. It was almost like we knew it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool.
If you could pick anybody to perform at the Super Bowl, who would you choose?
If I could pick anybody to perform at the Super Bowl, I definitely want to hear Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do. I'm a Lil Wayne
Everybody
fan.
to get his chance.
Yeah, and he just need to make sure his head not
I
looking
would say
crazy.
Chris Brown.
Oh, Breezy, of course. Come on now. Duh, we want Breezy, but they gotta forgive him. People be hating on Breezy.
Man, that man.
I'm a Breezy fan, so I
I
forgive him
just
every
feel this
time.
way. Me too, because I feel like everybody has domestic violence. I ain't say everybody has those domestic violence relationships and happen, but I know we had situations where we argued with our partner and it's tense moments because we are people. I mean, some people can handle arguments, some people can't. So it's like people gonna people in every relationship. And I feel like he just had a normal relationship situation where, hey, it was unfortunate that them two was young. And, we don't know if they had alcohol already or what was going on in the car. So we can't insinuate, hey, what we should have done or what they should have done in that moment because we all been in those moments before. So we can't judge those two. I just feel like they just did regular people shit, but just famous. And they got
Yeah,
blown out of proportion because it was Chris Brown and Rihanna. And I just feel
yeah,
like if it was two regular people, we wouldn't have killed.
yeah. Chris Brown just need to
So I
make
just
sure
like this man.
he need to make sure he take care of that. If that's an issue for him, he got to take care of that. He got all that money.
Mm-hmm.
He got to take care of his mental health, man. That's what's most important. You don't want a woman ruining your career because they definitely will every time.
True. But I just felt like I just hated that the media blew that out of proportion. Like, cause I felt like honestly, if they ain't blow it out of proportion, I don't think Rihanna would have went and pressed charges and did as much as she would have did. I felt like it would have been like, okay, they had their moment, they probably gonna separate, and then that be it. Because she even forgave him, and I'm like, that was good. I'm like, she even forgave, so I'm like, that's growth. If she forgave him and she was the victim, everybody should leave it alone. He didn't beat you, so why you worried? She forgave him. They cool. Let him perform because he's supposed to perform that Michael Jackson tribute on the billboards. And I was pissed at that because and when he showed the behind the scenes of what was going on, I was like, yo, this was gonna be a good ass tribute. Like if Michael Jackson was alive, he would have been proud. Like,
Yeah.
and I felt like what other person that can do a Michael Jackson tribute other than Chris Brown? And what other person that could perform on the Super Bowl that we got now that's gonna give you a grade A performance? Like Bad Bunny, he did what he did. I really appreciate him being out there. I feel like at the end of his performance, I feel like he said something positive, but I don't know what that was because it was in Spanish. But whatever it was, I'm hoping that it was good.
Yeah, for sure. I know it had to be
Well, you
good.
knew what he said,
Nah, I didn't know what he
huh?
said. I was just enjoying the show, eating food and having drinking some good drink. I was just enjoying the show.
Now on to the next to the last topic is my what was topics is random things I come up with or either I saw on Twitter or Google News or whatever. Now, I don't know if you've seen I don't talk about politics that much, but I just do a little brief.
All
Just
right.
cause I know it causes arguments and I ain't got time to get mad with people that we can't touch. Okay? And violence don't solve nothing. But I know if you haven't heard of Donald Trump calling, well, making that picture of the Obamas as monkeys. And then he tried to play them as the Lion King like aspect of the video to soften the blow. I'm like, but out of all animals in the animal kingdom, you use monkeys for the Obamas. Out of all animals out there in the animal kingdom, you can't tell me you could have put them on any other animal. An
Yeah.
elephant has good memory. Why couldn't you put them on an elephant?
I say this like I was just talking about this earlier. Apple don't fall too far from the tree. I don't know what his grandfather was like or his great grandfather was like, but in this country, they was potentially slave owners or racists.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just in their generation. And Donald Trump is already a special case of a person. I'm not going to say I hate him or I love him, but he's a special case of a person. Um, eh, that is wrong. He got to admit, he got to take full responsibility for the wrong things
Yeah,
he
that's
does.
it.
Um, I just hope that the next president, because we can't keep worried about Donald Trump because he ain't gonna get no better. He getting older and he not getting better with time. So we just got to make sure
I'm
we vote
just
for the
stressed.
next
Just
president to be better,
I'm just
man.
ready for the next however many years we got of him to be over. I'm like, yo, how much longer? How much? Like, I just feel like for one person, how much can you do with that? I feel like you already done enough. So what more can you do? Like, dude, I don't understand. Like, how can you be this busy? Like, Biden is old. I don't understand how this old man got this much energy, and Biden was crip walking literally slowly everywhere. And you telling me you can still do what you doing? You got energy. I'm starting to feel like Donald Trump ain't a real man. And my conspiracy theory thinking, I think he's a robot. Cause what man be up late at night tweeting full complete sentences? You old. How was you doing that? How's you making complete sentences late at night? We're literally in bed sleeping. And you telling me you up in the middle of the night tweeting about somebody? Like, come on now. I'm tired. Like, we all in bed. That's why Michelle Obama took Obama Blackberry. Like, you shouldn't have this much time on your hand. You's an old man. Why are you up late at night tweeting? You are a robot. And speaking of robots, my next topic is I saw in the news they were talking about AI robots got their own group chat and they talking amongst each other about us. Now, to me, we all seen this movie before in Jurassic Park, I Robot, I Am Legend. What else? What other movie we seen this in? Like, we seen in a lot of scientific movies, and I'm just like, why y'all recreating movies in real life and playing with us, knowing how come y'all scientists are being dumb? Y'all supposed to be smart. Why y'all still creating more AI stuff that can beat us? Like, that's pissing me off. Like, I'm like, I don't need AI. I need the basic your computer doing the basic stuff. I still need to be in control of what I'm doing.
Yeah. We need high speed internet, man. That's what we need.
That's it.
That's
I don't
it.
need no robot telling me anything. Everybody keeps saying I'm using Chat GPT. I hate using it because I feel like I still want to feel needed. Cause have you seen the movie Wally?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen to the Earth. How that one robot was still on Earth and the Earth was just literally nothing, and everybody was just fat, lazy people. And I'm just like, is we about to really get to being fat, lazy people? Because I ain't about to do that. I'm no. I hate weight. Don't want weight on me. I like being the size that I am. I just need to work out. But to be fat and lazy, can't do it because I'm impatient. If somebody can't get me what I want right then in that moment, I'm gonna be pissed, and I can't be pissed, fat, and lazy. That's too many bad things all at once. Like, no. Now people could not I can be pissed off, fat, and lazy, dude. I gotta be at least pissed and able to get up and get what I need. So then I can prove to myself I can do it. Cause me being fat and lazy and pissed off, no, don't go hand in hand.
No, that's right.
And I And just to add for kicks and giggles, do you watch any ratchet TV? And
Um,
please say no.
I guess not. I guess not. I mean, I guess not. I mean, do I like some ratchet stuff sometimes? Of course I do. It's funny.
Okay.
But I guess off the rip, no, I don't watch it. I don't watch it.
Okay, so you don't watch any Zeus Network now there's TV.
I've watched it before, but I can't say I
Okay.
watch it consistently. I can't say I watch it consistently.
Okay. Good job. Don't toxify your brain with that crap. Don't. Don't. Because I can't say I watch it for entertainment purposes for me and this podcast to get more views and stuff like that. But I always say the same thing every time and I don't change my opinion on it. I don't see the purpose of the show and why people go up there when you could do the same thing on your own phone. Like, if you want to go and beat people up, sign up for MMA, sign up for boxing, sign up for karate, sign up for things that have fighting related things you can do. You can use that aggression to make you more money. You can see you're sitting here select just putting yourself in a box of, oh, I'm just gonna be this. And they only paying you but so much to act a fool. I'm not about to act a fool for a little bit of money. If I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna do it the smart way and go to boxing and put all my anger and aggression into boxing and make me more money than I could ever dream of. Because I'm not about to get paid a little bit of money just to do a little bit of nothing. But it all
Yeah.
depends on your mentality and what you know. In order for you to want more, you got to do more. And I feel like you're only gonna do what you used to.
Yep. That's right.
And do you believe? Because I came up with this topic last night as I was doing my own recreational drug choice. Do you believe in giving homeboys gifts for Christmas? Like, because I feel like this day and age, people get caught up in toxic masculinity a little bit. That if I feel like, what's wrong with treating your friend to a gift? Saying, hey, here, bro, here goes something. I feel like you know, your year ain't been right. You been a little off. Here go a Christmas gift. Like, because I feel like if somebody give that to me, I don't care if you gay, straight, or whatever you are, I'm going to take it as you care. I'm like, I ain't gonna care. Cause I ain't gonna, I'm like, what does the sexuality got to do with a gift?
Yeah.
Like,
If
it's
if
just a
that's
gift. You
if
thank
that's
them.
your if that's your homie, yeah, you look out for your homie, man. You always look out for your homie. You always do. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be weird for you to look out for your homie. If he my homie, we like brothers, you know what I'm saying? We go out, I pay for the food or whatever, pay for what. He needs something, I got him. You know what I'm saying? I seen his shoes is dirty. Buy him some new shoes. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's
Yeah,
your
cause you know
homie.
what?
That's like family. You know what I'm saying? So what you say? What you were saying?
No, I'm about to say that. I just feel like if you really care, don't joke them. Support them.
Yeah.
You just making yourself look bad by not helping them because what they say you are the company that you keep. So
Mhm.
if you want to keep your homie making sure you look right, you gotta make sure he looking right too. Cause y'all, I mean, y'all like a package deal. If y'all hanging together, y'all around each other in public. I mean, you don't want other people to look at you and be like, well, damn, like you look like this, your homie look like that. That goes to show you don't really care. Like, cause I feel like if I'm around my friends, whoever you are, I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna make sure you look good. We all looking good. Like, I don't want the representation of me to be looking like, oh, you don't care about this person, but you care about yourself. I want to care about you too. I want to make sure we all looking good. But I feel like I want to see more of that going around. Like in this community, I just feel like it's so much toxic masculinity about a man. Everybody pick apart like, oh, you can't be a man to do this. You can't be a man to do that. You can't eat a pickle. You can't eat spaghetti. You can't eat a banana. I'm like, well then what can a man eat and do? If y'all picking apart what he can and can't do, you don't have a man. You just have a skeleton. Like, if you I saw a post. This girl said the dude can't order a fruity drink. He gay, or he can't slurp on a spaghetti noodle. I'm like, well, what you gonna do? Chop the little noodle up just to eat the spaghetti? Like, I'm just like, y'all trying to control what a, like and say what a man is and ain't. Like, Do you know what a man is, Nate? I mind my business. I'm like, look, hey, you are what you are. I just feel as long as you can provide and do what you do, and you got good morals, and you got a good head on your shoulders, and you a good go getter, that's a man to me. All the other side stuff is really stupid. Like I don't, I just feel like background noise at this point. Like stop picking apart a man because at this point you ain't gonna have a man if you keep picking them apart.
Yeah, that's right.
Just like I seen another video on X. Now it's about the toxic masculinity. Now this really bothered me because I'm just like they said the dude was playing 2K and he said that he was creating a player and he said his friend created his player better than he looks. And he said that is weird for a man to create a player better than what he looks. I'm like, huh? You saying out loud that this man can't create a player out of like it's why does it matter how he creating a player? Is he just creating it? It shouldn't even matter at this point. I'm not looking at it as somebody saying, "Oh, you gay for creating a player that look better than you." That
Yeah,
don't make sense to me.
I mean
I don't
everybody
care
got
what you.
everybody got the way they want to look. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has natural insecurities, so it's a game. It's not real life. If people just he just found something to
Yes,
hate on. That's it.
literally. Cause I'm just like, this don't make sense. And this is why I get pissed off with people and I argue with my coworkers. Cause I feel like I'm a big on common sense. Before you come to me, at least have your common sense in check. And it just like a lot of people just be saying stuff. That's why I said in my previous podcast, everybody don't need a microphone. Everybody don't need a camera. Because some people just need to be silent. Silence is golden because everybody don't need to say anything. Because when I heard that conversation, I'm just like, you saying this dude can't create an AI character just because? I mean, if he wanna, if he don't, it shouldn't matter if the person is ugly, if the person is cute. It shouldn't matter. It's fake. It's fictional. It's just a character. Who looking at the nigga ain't gonna go fuck the character? Like, are you having nasty thoughts about this character? Because obviously one of y'all is weird and it's you because you the only one that brought it up. Like, it's making me question what you think in your brain because you the one that brought it up and thought of those thoughts to think that way. Because I'm just like, hold on, you the weird one. I didn't bring up how they look. I just created the character. I'm in the air like, oh, I'm about to make this character sexy here. This character about to look like this. This person about to have abs. It's about to look like my dream person. Like, no way, shape, or form nobody thinking that deep and that hard when they creating a character. They're just creating a character. That's it. It's just
Yeah.
that simple. I was like, come on. Y'all is thinking big and beyond the picture. Like, keep it where it's at. Keep it microscopic. Keep it small. Y'all don't need to be thinking about that because I don't care. I done created so many characters on different games and I want into like thinking about it like that. I just creating them like, okay, let me give them this. Let me make them this way. Let me make them that way. I never thought about the looks. I just created. I don't care who it was. I just created a character. It was no thought. I'm like, for y'all to come out loud and say that, it was really stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna end the podcast with a positive Black History moment. But since it's Black History Month and we blow black people, and I was googling and I saw that this lady named Marie Van Britten, she created the first home security system. So I really appreciate this black woman and all the black women out here in the world, especially her for creating something that we all use, especially because I remember being a 90s kid and hearing ADT in my grandmother's home and other homes too. So without her, we wouldn't have no way to lock up our homes and keep them safe. So there go a positive thing that black people are doing in the world that they want us to forget about. That we are innovators and inventors. We always gonna be there. But I'm gonna close out this podcast and say that I want everybody to remember to always put yourself first because nobody else will. And I want everybody to thank for following. Thanks for listening. Thank you for joining. And you can go ahead and give your social media out one more time before I end the podcast.
Yeah, my social media is it's just get right. ITSJUSGET GETRIGHT on every platform.
Okay, everybody follow him, like, share, and there will be the end of the podcast. Hold on, how I stop the recording.